All right.
This is Python's Paradise. This is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena, straight out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. And folks, here we are, January the 30th, 2023. And wow, we got a great show lined up for you tonight. We got 7 people in here. Yeah, 7 people desperate enough to talk to me. I mean, I'll take it. Folks, we are discussing and promoting the indie horror movie Desperate Souls, and we got 7 well, we're supposed to have 7 individuals come on here tonight, and we'll introduce them as we come. We'll start off here. We got Joe Rosing. I got that right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
Greg.
How do you do, Joe? This is our first time meeting.
I'm doing pretty good, actually. I don't know how it is up there in Canada, but we're freezing here in Chicago.
Oh, you're in Chicago. Okay, so you guys are in various different places. Okay. Yeah, I got a little confused a little bit with um the time or something when I come on here. I got on here a little earlier and Ann got me straightened out, and I was like, okay, and we're good. We're good. And of course, with our microphone turned off, we got Jamie Apple. Oh,
Hi.
now she waves.
I'm just kind of working over here while we're talking.
So if we have one of you a day, will the doctor stay away?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you do, Jamie?
I am phenomenal, actually. Excited about shooting and all kinds of various things.
There we go. And Myrna, excuse me, I've had you on here before. How are you doing?
I'm good, Greg. It's good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you. And we'll introduce the others as they come in. It's never too late, no problem. But nonetheless, we are promoting Desperate Souls. I thank you, Anne, for bringing this to my attention. Like I said, I'm always open to promoting and interviewing various people on the show. And I guess my first question, maybe I'll aim this at you, Anne, but the others can chime in if they will. What is Desperate Souls about? Now, I have watched the trailer, but I want you guys to go into
Well,
it.
I'm going to go ahead and just read you the synopsis because it's a different kind of a horror film. It's really more of a romance horror film. So the synopsis is: living in the endless void of the afterlife, Moira survives on the lust, despair, and grief of men, an existence this enchantress has known for eons as a succubus. Using her exquisite beauty, she lures them with false hopes of relief from the mental pain before consuming their broken souls. When Moira hears the cries of Devon, a man whose life dances on the edge of a razor blade, she's drawn to a pain she's never felt before. Discovering they both found what they have longed for, Moira is determined to keep them together and not let anyone stand in their way, no matter who she must kill.
Perfect. And we got a couple people that entered the Steve Hermann and somebody named Jake. Let me see. There we go. How you do, Steve?
What's up, bud?
Steve, that's the same image of you from before. I'm not buying that you're in the exact same spot, wearing the exact same hat as before. Just not buying it.
Well, you'll have to.
You're not fooling Anne at all. And Jake, Jake, I don't know your last name. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Jake Yanko.
Excuse your last name again?
Yanko, Y-A-N-K-O.
Oh, hey, that's a cool name. Okay.
Right on, thank you.
Yep. I just kind of I got started here, and you guys aren't late or anything. When I have group interviews, I just kind of let people come in as we go, and it's kind of like a party that way.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm covering up for Anne's very big impatience.
No, it's not my fault.
Anne arranged this, of course, and Steve Herman's been on here before, you know. The rest of you are all new to me, and of course you're all welcome. So Anne was just giving me the synopsis of Desperate Souls, and of course I was saying, of course, before the interview that, you know, this is a gossip-free zone, except when it comes to Angel Bradford, since she's not here tonight, you know.
I won't let her
But
live it down. She gets to ride all the way from where we are to our shoot. So I'll definitely give her heck for you.
oh, you know what? We love her. We love her. I had her on here last year. Actually, it was January last year, and I want to get her back on again, you know. But I could not believe how friggin' funny she is. You know, is that how she comes across on set?
Yeah, I mean, she's super easy to work with. She's very talented, so I mean, she arrives prepared. But yeah, I mean, little things happen, and we manage to have a few giggles here and there on set.
She
Yeah.
definitely plays into everybody else's emotions. I mean, if everybody else is having a good time, she's definitely having a good time, and she's, you know, laughing with everybody. But if it's a serious moment, like when that camera is on her, she is a total different person. She is in character, on point, and not even the same little 5 foot tall mouse you were just picking around with. She's intimidating.
I will say, thank God she's got a great sense of humor after some of the things that came out of my mouth. You know, like I know I won't give away the scene, but Anne was in the room. I said, "Oh, just be careful. That's just don't worry, it's just my walls." Yeah.
She is beautiful, I'll say that. She hides behind these glasses, you know, with this little Clark Kent thing going for her. But it's like, we're not fooled, you know. I've seen those pictures of her on the pole, you know, and stuff like. I'm like, Anne, you're gorgeous, or not Anne, Angel, you're gorgeous, you know. We know you're hiding behind all of this. And we all love her for it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
will
think,
say, oh, sorry, go ahead, Anne.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I think Steve did a great job in casting all of the roles for the film. You know, there are a bunch of different types of personalities, and I think we found the perfect matches for the characters in the story.
Well, here's a question I have. I would have asked her this had Angel been on here, but and maybe Jamie Apple, you might do touch into this because I think you might have been in one of these pictures. I've seen this countless times. What is it with everybody licking Angel's face? Is she a flavor of ice cream? What is the story there?
Know the story, but if you're not careful, Angel will lick you too. Like we were finishing up with our part on the promo shoot, and it was just so funny. She come right up on me, and Steve got the perfect shot of her almost licking me right up the side of my face. It's her personality. It's who
We
she
love
is.
her.
Yes, we love her.
Yep. She is a lot of fun, you know. Well, I would like to know the origins of this film, where the idea came from, and putting it together. I know that's a loaded question, but we got a lot of you on here, so feel free to chime in. And I want to hear your answers.
Well, Desperate Souls came about from a short story I had written maybe 3-4 years ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of more of an erotic love story, but the premise is the same. The succubus Moira and Devin, the one who's depressed and anxiety, they're both desperate souls that are looking for something in their life, and they came together. And I needed to fill it out to a full length hour and a half, hour 40 minutes whatsoever. So I decided to throw in some horror in there, give
Absolutely.
Moira a little more pizzazz, I guess you can say. But I wouldn't say it has a tragic ending. I'm not going to say anymore
Okay.
without giving anything away.
Absolutely.
But it is a love story, and horror kind of takes the back seat, kind of. But there is some good kills in there, courtesy of Jamie.
There you go.
Well, it might not be a lot of horror, but I got a lot of horror stuff sitting around here waiting. I can't wait. I'm excited to bring it all to life or death, I guess you'd say.
So Jamie,
I mean,
yeah.
the horror part is just not thrown in there just to have it. There's reasoning behind each one of them, each one of the kills. It's just not thrown out there just to be in there.
Yeah, it's killing with a purpose.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. So, oh, we got another person in the waiting room here. We'll admit that person. We have, oh, you might have to, okay.
Hi, sorry, I just got home from work.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm struggling with your first name. Your last name's Conway.
Yeah, Magdalena.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Well, we got past the Angel Bradford part. You got any gossip about her? Not that we're making fun of her or anything.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, cat. Oh my god. Not that I can think of.
You got a kitty too.
Yeah, she wants to be fed. So 1 second.
That's okay. I'm sure everybody on here wants to be fed. So, my kitty is avoiding the camera. He knows I'll stick him on here. Yeah. No, we were just getting into the origins of Desperate Souls. Jamie Apple, I'm getting a little more familiar with you. I know I've seen pictures of you with Angel on when she posts pictures. You're a makeup artist or effects artist?
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Okay.
actually what I do. I'm more of a special effects makeup artist. I can do blood rigs. I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh, there you go.
You know, the rest
So-
of that saying is oftentimes better than a master of one. Just throwing that one out there.
So yeah, SFX is where I like to be, but Steve has got me playing a role, which I'm really excited about too. So
there you go. So now again, I'm just getting introduced to you. Have you acted before?
I actually have done a few little minor roles
Okay.
in some small things, but this is my first bigger role with a feature length. I mean, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really excited.
What did it take to talk you into being on screen?
Do you want to do this?
I like that. Magdalena's on there roughing your cat.
Multitasking.
Yeah. Cats love to photobomb. Well, except my cat. My cat runs away from the camera. Okay. Well, I want to hear about the shoot, talk about that first day being on set and coming together. Did you all, like, I know Steve and Ann know each other, but what I don't know is how much of of course, Jamie and, Angel's not here, but still know each other. But how much of a friendship did you all have prior to this, and how many of you are just kind of coming into the fold in terms of this little family and community you all have?
Yeah, and be nice when you talk about me. All right, I'm listening.
So what we filmed so far is what we call proof of concept scenes. So Steve excerpted several scenes from what he had written in December. And we filmed those to then lash together for a teaser trailer so that we could start the Indiegogo and raise some funds for the filming of the actual film. So we had Joe, and we had Sarah Dolan, who's not with us tonight, and Angel Bradford and Jamie Apple and Jamie's husband, Clint Apple, came together, and we met at an Airbnb. We had, chatted on Facebook beforehand, but other than Steve and I working together before, the group had not worked together before. But it was so awesome because everybody showed up prepared, willing to work. Everybody's friendly. There's no drama. We got so much done in 2 days, and everybody got along so well that it was just really an incredible experience. And so now we're going to film the actual feature-length film starting February 6th. We're filming for 7 days in a row. And so we're going to be adding in the other characters. Jake plays Dan, who is Joe's character's best friend. And then Dan's girlfriend is played by Magdalena. And the reason we're all chuckling is because sometimes Jake gets a little mixed up whether he's got a girlfriend or is he the girlfriend? So it varies.
It's not really sometimes. It's kind of every single time for so far. I just keep saying I am Devin's best friend and Rebecca's girlfriend. I don't even know what the right one is anymore. I can't even think of it properly. When I some reason saying the first part messes up the second one. What if I'm Rebecca's boyfriend? That's what I got to do. Too many words.
It's like Jake and Magdalena have worked with Steve and I before. So we know each other, but then those guys have not yet met face to face, Jamie and Joe and Angel, and Sarah. So we just make it work. Everybody digs in and does their thing, and we have a few laughs in between.
Jake, what's it like having a beautiful on-screen girlfriend?
It's like actually the third time, and everyone on set is always beautiful, and it's great working with everyone. We definitely have a lot of fun filming, and this is like literally the third time I think we've been together now on.
Yeah, it's been Tiffany and Tyler, Patty and Luma.
Now Rebecca and Dan.
Yeah.
So we're getting a track record.
There you go.
Everyone vote for us for best on-screen couple.
Yeah, honestly, we got the practice already.
Right, and they'll be together one more time. So I'm just getting that out there.
Now, do I dare ask if there's any on-screen kiss? Come on, blush. Come on.
No.
There never has been,
no. Not, yeah.
Gee, Jake, I feel bad for you.
Now Joe, on the other hand, playing Devin, he gets some on-screen action.
Joe, chime in. Joe's like taking it cool here.
And I play Joe's ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. So what would you like to know, Greg?
About your action, romantic action.
Well, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, but yeah.
Since
Jamie Apple is your ex, does
yeah, Jamie.
Exes are, what exes are like?
Go ahead, Greg.
Did she smack you around because you're the ex?
Yeah, she took half my stuff.
She does look tough.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving too, Yeah, she's very nice. She's very nice. Everybody was really nice when we were all worked together.
You hear that, Jamie? He thinks you look like a wuss.
I got him. It's okay. He's got to be on set with me for 7 days.
That's okay. I got insurance. No, yeah, Jamie's my my ex-girlfriend. Jake's my friend, my best friend, and as we all know, man, I guess Magdalena is kind of my friend too. We all kind of just hang out together at the bar and whatnot.
So where is what are the influences of Desperate Souls? Was there any films that where these ideas come from, or is it just totally just original idea that just come up with just on your own accord?
An original idea. Just came up with
Okay.
it. Like I said, based off my short story. So I
Okay.
had something to go back on and start from, but original story. I'm sure there's a lot of succubus stories out there in films, but I
Mhm.
think we put on a different twist to it.
You know, it's interesting because you say from a short story. What's it like taking a short story and make it into a feature length? Like, how much do you need to add to it to make it a feature length? Or is that a struggle, or is that easy?
Actually, this one was pretty easy. You have to stay with the core concept of the story and what it's about. That's
Mhm.
where you start from, and then from there you just start writing. And usually, when I start writing, I don't stop, and sometimes my fingers type a lot more faster than my brain does. So I get a lot of misspelled words and a couple words like doubled. But this one was not hard. I mean, once I got, like I said, got the core concept down, I just stretched it out, added the horror here and there, and from there, that turned out to be a pretty my longest script to date.
Oh, nice, nice.
In
So,
fact, in
uh-huh.
fact, we had to trim some of it down. That it was longer than we could have possibly gotten done.
Oh, come on. Look,
Yeah,
Terrifier 2 went 2.5 hours. Come on.
yeah, but did they film it in 7 days?
Yeah, but you know what? Do you think these folks want to leave you in 7 days? They want to do an 8th day.
Greg, these people are going to be running away from me after 7 days.
I'll stay for as long as he wants, as long as he pays my bills.
See
So,
that? See
the
that,
work is
Steve?
the hard part.
See that, Steve?
I got a Macy's bill I got to pay. That's a big deal.
See, Steve? See? For a price, you can keep people for an extra 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, actually, we tried to squeeze in like 2 more days of shooting, and with people's schedules, it was just impossible.
There you go. Well, you know what though? That 7 days, I know you guys, of course, will be filming stuff, and you get the perks like the Blu-rays and stuff like that. I hope you guys have a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you guys are going to put together for this.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna be filming behind the scenes.
Who was saying something there?
I just said we are going to be filming behind the scenes, and then also the physical media, it will include an alternate ending to the story.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. Love that. So you guys are going to be filming this in February. So where are you guys shooting this? And because right where we are, we got snow on the ground. I don't know if that's like that where you guys are. Does that factor into the film?
It does factor in. I mean, it's we film in central Illinois, and it's cold. And so we had 2 exterior scenes. We converted one of them to interior, and I think everybody's just gonna have to suck it up for the other one. Because at the moment we're keeping that outside. But part of what I do as producer and first AD is look at not only the different locations that we're filming in, what characters are in what scenes, also the weather, where the hospital is, like all this nonsense, to be able to put together a shooting schedule and to know that everybody will be, comfortable with what we're doing. We hired an intimacy coordinator for this film because there are simulated lovemaking scenes. And that's not something that our team has filmed before. And again, we just want to make sure that, from the actors to the cinematographer, that everybody's comfortable with what we're doing. And then what we create looks real. Like we don't want it to look like some, high school kid effort at those types of scenes. We want the intimacy to look real. So we have hired this person to go ahead and, basically consult with us and work on choreographing the movements, because that's really what it's all about, to get things to look very genuine. And it's a love story, so that stuff has to be included.
I never heard of an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah, it's kind of a newer thing, but basically, like rather than Steve and I, who are like running the production, telling Joe and Angel, what motions to go through, and them thinking, well, crap, I guess I got to do it because these people hired me and they're the ones paying me. You have a third party who is kind of independent, who works with the actors ahead of time and just discusses, kind of basically what's going to go on, what type of garments people are going to be wearing during those scenes. Just get everybody on the same page and eliminate any pressure that like the management could be putting on people, so that what everybody creates, they're very, very proud of at the end.
Okay, wow. Learn something new every day. I never heard of this intimacy coordinator. Okay. I never had those problems because nobody wants to if it comes to intimacy, they coordinate themselves anywhere but in my vicinity. But nonetheless, okay, that is different. Now, do you arrange that, or does Steve arrange that?
Actually, I found the person, I interviewed several different people. And I mean, we're working with a mature group of actors. So some of them have been in similar scenes before. So that was part of the criteria for deciding who to go with. A lot of people who do this, they might spend an excessive amount of time just on, the aspect of consent, like, are you sure you want to be doing this type of thing? I mean, the actors here have had the script since December. All of those elements have been in the story from the very beginning. So we didn't really need to spend a whole lot of time on that. And then again, to be efficient on set, we're kind of batching everything up and we're having an intimacy day of filming. So, we'll have the coordinator there on set. She's just going to be there for the one day. And we're going to go, scene 20, scene 5, scene 8, hit all those scenes that have those aspects to it. And then we're kind of like done with that part. And then we'll, piece everything else around that.
Okay. I'm just about to joke here and ask, is Steve the intimacy coordinator?
Hell no.
That's why he's got a picture on there. I got to hide my face so nobody sees me.
No, I mean, it's kind of weird to talk about, and initially it's a tad awkward, but because you just don't have those kind of conversations with people on a regular basis. But
Oh, that's true. That's right.
The folks who are intimacy coordinators, they go through training, and part of it is just, like to have language that will, maybe like desexualize some of the movement. So they might say, refer to like, move your hips in a figure 8 motion rather than, use some, crude high school vernacular for people making love. And again, it's just to, increase the comfort level, make sure that what shows up on camera is really what we're looking for. And that, body parts and things, the right ones are showing up on camera and the right ones are not in frame. That type of thing. So it takes planning, just like all the scenes take planning.
Absolutely. Well, to the others on here, talk about your experiences going into this film. I think we touched a little bit on Jamie Apple, but for the rest of you, that because I want to give everybody as much equal time on here as I can. Talk about your experiences going into this movie.
So far, I've not any filming, but we've done a few table reads, and I've obviously gone over the script a lot. And I'm really excited for so many films. There's so many like just really insane. There's a pretty crazy monologue about Magdalena, and there's some just really good. There's really fun scenes. A lot of it's filmed in a bar, which is I'm excited about that. That's kind of been a goal of mine. just for a reason. So I'm looking forward to shoot. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Now, is it a real bar or is it a set you guys built?
That's a real bar.
Okay.
And the alcohol is not on the house, by the way.
I'm all right with that. That's all right. As long as I can combine it in one.
Jake's like, yeah, but I'm a method actor, so put it on Steve's tab.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually, Jake and Magdalena's character, I mean, everybody was great to write for, but those two, they were really fun writing their parts because they're so vastly different from Angel and Joe. They're like polar opposites. And it was a blast writing them, and they're going to do great. I'm looking forward to those scenes.
There you go. Well, Magdalena, what do you have to say about this? Talk about you coming into the project.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying before, I've worked on a couple other projects with Steve and Anne, and have been Jake's on-screen girlfriend 3 times now. But when initially reading the script, I was super excited for this one because it just gives Jake and I a really good chance to just play off of each other, which I'm super excited about. Yeah. Whereas like the other times, it was like strictly the script, but I think this one we're gonna have a lot of fun with.
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up. If you're his on-screen girlfriend, he better, bring you flowers or something on set.
Shoot, are we filming on Valentine's Day?
No, we're not. It's like the weekend before.
Oh, they timed that perfectly. I guess he nipped it in the bud on that.
I don't even like flowers.
Yeah, but chocolate's nice. I like your kitty, by the way.
Thank you. She wants to play right now.
Well, that's always fun. Anyway, who have I not spoken to here? Joe, talk about you coming into this movie.
Well, actually, the first time I met anybody was when we went to film some of those concept scenes. The only person I really didn't kind of know was Anne, but that was just on Facebook. Everybody was really, really nice. This is my first time working on AcroStar, and I've worked in other feature films before too, but nothing like this. And I don't know what kind of things Angel's done in regards to intimacies. This is not my first go around. So, but the way I do stuff like that is I always do whatever the other person's okay with, and I just go from there. So I'm kind of like, I'm more on the reserve side when we film, just because I like to make sure the other person feels much more comfortable. This is not my first time doing a horror, but this is my first time doing a love story, and that's what really attracted me to it the most. It's something mature.
There you go. There you go. No, I love that. Now, you guys have mentioned other projects, and I don't want to stray away from Desperate Souls, but where some of you I'm just meeting for the first time on here, would you like to briefly touch upon some of the other projects you've been involved in? Like to start with you, Jake?
Well, me and Magdalena and Anne and SJ directed It Came From Somewhere that came out recently.
Oh,
that was a
that's
fun
right.
project we
I did a group thing for Anne on here with that, and Steve. That's right.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That came out incredible.
Yeah, I did that with Anne and Steve. Steve hasn't changed at all in that picture,
I'm still frozen in place.
Yeah, It Came From Somewhere. Yep, and I sent that to you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and I appreciate Anne putting this together as well. What else, Jake, have you've done?
I mean, I've got a couple other shows with AcroStar, and then I've got some stuff on YouTube. I have my own like little comedy skit group that I got some stuff out on there. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, nothing too like. I'm trying to get a couple of videos and then get like a ground, actual channel made. But a lot of stuff in the works.
Oh, nice. What about you, Joe?
Well, had a feature film that came out. You'll see it on YouTube. It's called Welcome to the Game. I play the co-star on that. First ever doing a video game movie. I've got a few things that are still coming out. They're in the works. I've done a short film. Again, I got hired to do something for the Fallout video game franchise, and Flesh Fire by Chivi's Films, which again hasn't come out yet. Everything's still pre-production things, and I was on TV and for TV show, obviously, and I also do and I actually do have a modeling career as well outside of all this.
Better you than me, because I was if I model, my cat runs on. What about you, Magdalena?
Yeah, I always am trying to keep busy with acting stuff. I always come back to AcroStar though. Yeah, I try and mainly do horror, although I am trying to do more comedy stuff because I think I'm funny sometimes. And I feel like I just haven't gotten a chance to show that it can be funny. So I would love to do more comedy stuff. But yeah, something fun I did recently was fly down to New Orleans for a shoot. That was like back in October. That was a horror film. That was fun.
There you go. Did you like horror films growing up?
I didn't start liking them until I was like 12 or 13.
I love how the cat just kind of pops in there. Boy, is he funny? Is he very?
She's got her own little spot right there. Oh
my goodness! Look at him. He's scratching
She
the,
getting mad.
the window.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's caught right on video.
Yeah.
He's a desperate soul tonight. He wants attention. I never seen that before. Okay. I love that. I love that. Jamie Apple, talk about because I've seen familiar enough with you with your connection with the cat's still going at it over there. Kitty's like, I'm going to dominate this interview regardless. But nonetheless, Jamie, I know I'm familiar with a lot of stuff you've done with Angel. Would you like to elaborate on what you've been involved with? Because of course you're into makeup and special effects and elements like that as well. So talk about what you've done.
Well, I actually have not been in the indie community that long, like only about 2 years now. I did a couple of short films in the beginning. Jermaine Nix, we did a fan film called The Last Nightmare, which is on YouTube. It was like a 15-minute, film, lots of fun. And that's when the bug really bit. And I just started reaching out like everybody I could. And I connected with Jake Robinson and I did The Wendigo. Hopefully we'll be releasing that this fall. And me and Angel actually worked together on Mothman with, there's been so much over the past, 2 years. I think I've gotten 28 credits and it's ridiculous. So I don't slow down, but now that I found AcroStar, these guys are like top notch and I want to stick with them. I want to, keep going the direction they're going, because when we did our promo, we got so much done in such a short amount of time because everybody was on point where they needed to be. Steve knew exactly what he wanted done, how he wanted it done, where he wanted it done, when he wanted it done, and made sure we were fed, which was phenomenal. Anne's got some cooking skills if y'all didn't know. So, I mean,
How much did they pay you to say that?
I wasn't paid anything to say that because it was the truth, man. I'm really funny, like when I eat on set, because I do have a couple of health issues, but I don't let them slow me down. And I have to watch what I eat. But man, everything Anne brought in was like, I can eat that, I can eat that, I can eat that, I can eat that. And I mean, she looked out for everybody. That's just how Anne is. So, AcroStar knows what they're doing when it's, the indie community. They know what they want to put out, and it's definitely been a lot of fun with them. So,
Oh, we
Thank
love
you,
Anne.
thank you, Jamie. The check's in the mail.
thanks, Steve.
Now I'm hearing, was AcroStar, is that the name of the production company for Anne and Steve? Am I correct on that?
Correct.
Okay. Kind of like Adam Marcus has Skeleton Crew. You guys got AcroStar. Okay, where did that come from? The name of that?
When my daughter was younger, she was in gymnastics, and the name of her team were the AcroStars.
Oh, okay. Your daughter's gymnastic, or were you in the gymnastics?
Me, I would have broken the leg. No, my daughter. Yeah, when she
That's
was like
why
a
he's
little
not
one.
showing himself on screen, folks.
Yeah, that's why.
There you go. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Anne, you're producing, and Steve, you're directing. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, talk about, and I know we got into this when we talked about It Came From Somewhere, but with the others here, talk about your collaboration, because you two obviously have a good working relationship. Talk about that.
Well, when I decided to do Tripidity, I knew we had to crowdfund, and there's no way I would have been able to do everything myself, get everything together, get all the perks ready and all that. And Anne has been phenomenal. I couldn't have done it without her in any of these films. So she's a blessing in disguise, and she helps out with the crowdfunding, the perks, the AD, getting the sets and getting the props, getting the locations. And that really frees me up to figure out how I want to shoot it. Because,
Okay.
if I had to do all that, I'd be bald. So,
So Anne keeps everything, she's the one that keeps everything together and keeps everything organized.
exactly.
Anne is the glue.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
love,
pretty much-
yeah.
Pretty much it's easy to do. I mean, my background is information technology, so I'm used to keeping track of like many things at one time. The only hard part is a lot of times Steve already has things in his head that I don't know about, so I have to get these stuff out of his head and get it onto paper and get it organized, so that we're going down the same path. I mean, he gives me a lot of flexibility and everything, and we think alike, which helps quite a bit. But I mean, we have a really good communication between the two of us. But yeah, part of it is just really getting things laid out on. I have to lay them out on paper because like that's just how I operate. But yeah, I'm just totally anal retentive. I know who has what food allergies so that I can feed them the right
I
stuff.
think that's wonderful.
Don't feed them the wrong stuff. And I'm worried about kind of the whole thing, like the whole movie coming out correctly. And that includes also like what are we going to do to get the movie out and get people to watch the movie, because these guys do such phenomenal work. We don't want to just put it away somewhere and not have eyes on it. So Steve and I talk about different avenues for getting the movies out on streaming platforms. So the prior films, It Came From Somewhere, and also Tripidity, which is a slasher short. Those are available on Amazon Prime Video now, and we're working for other streaming platforms as well.
Okay.
Right. And plus, I can't cook. If she wasn't there, everybody would be having Cheerios. So.
Well, you know what? Maybe they want Cheerios.
That Fruit Loops, I don't know.
Golden Grams.
See that? And get some temptation treats for Magdalena's cat. After seeing that cat in the background, that cat needs to make a cameo in this film.
I mean, she doesn't like traveling, so.
Oh, look at that. Now she's just sitting on there in the window now. So talk about the it's Indiegogo, I take it, right?
Yes, if you
Okay.
go to DesperateSoulsMovie.com, that will take you directly to the Indiegogo campaign. And we have perks starting at $1. And if a bunch of people gave $1, I would be so ecstatic. Because Indiegogo is not just about like the quantity of money that you raise, but also, again, just widening the net of people who are exposed to the film that we're doing so that we can have a wider audience for it in the end.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can donate a dollar up to, I think, maybe 1,500 is the highest for executive producer type credit. So there are a lot of various credits on IMDb. Some people don't like that idea. We find that there are a lot of people who are interested in being involved with a horror film, but they're not in an area where a lot of production is going on. So really the only way for them to get involved is to get their name on it with things like producer credits. And we'll put the credits in the film and then on IMDb. We also have the physical media available. We'll do an online viewing of the film, and those will be the first people to see the finished film. So we'll do it like a Zoom meeting. Cast and crew will be there. We'll watch it with our fans and then do questions and answers afterwards.
Well, I would encourage people to, now I went on this, but I get like Indiegogo and Kickstarter and all those kind of run together for me because I did click the link whenever you sent it to me. But yeah, I would encourage people to support this. I mean, after all, Steve needs the budget to bring more Cheerios to the set.
Absolutely. And we do not want to be eating Cheerios every day for every meal.
Well, he's mentioned Fruit Loops and who was it? Was it Jake that wants Golden Grams? Was that him?
I want golden grams.
Oh, you want Golden Grams. You see, right there, it's like these people that want certain color M&Ms. See, Joe has really got it. He wants Golden Grams.
Well, and one of the reasons that I do the cooking is because it's so much less expensive than having every meal catered. I mean, we would never raise enough money to have every meal catered. Plus, where we film is a little on the remote side, so I'm not sure anybody actually does delivery at those locations.
Well, that's why you got Steve.
Yeah, so I do bulk purchases and a lot of frozen stuff, and everybody eats everything, so it must be working out okay.
Okay. Everybody that's on here, talk about what you liked best that she has cooked.
It's food. What's best
Well,
about it? It's not.
Man, I
It's
feel like
not
I
like
definitely-
That's a
being on-
broad answer.
It's not like being on background like I used to do, where they give you God knows what it could be, like a box lunch with half a sandwich already eaten, and true story, by the way. So, and it's really much more of a healthier thing. Sometimes when you cater things or you do takeout, you got this way it's a little more. It's way better. Home cooked is always better.
You
Yeah, and
got
Joe was actually Joe was very helpful in the kitchen for the last when we filmed in December, because he wasn't in a scene and we were prepping for dinner, and so I gave him the salad assignment and he nailed it.
Yeah, it was really, really tough mixing that salad around, tossing that salad around and everything. And
Joe, you got half-eaten sandwich on the set of another movie?
yeah.
Did Angel Bradford do that?
No, it was I don't know, but I wanted to kick the person's ass.
Oh, that Paul wouldn't be Angel because I don't know if you win
Well,
that.
that was a ham sandwich, and I was really upset about it too.
There you go. Well, some people, I bet Jamie Apple would say that Angel's a ham.
She is. She's adorable. I love Angel.
Yeah, we're giving her attention on here. So after this film is done, do you guys have any idea, especially Ann and Steve, what is up after this? Do you have some ideas rolling around?
Yes.
Dead
Yeah, we do.
silence. Okay. Well, you know what? I would like to do something with this film because I like to help my guests out, So I did look over the perks and whatnot. So I would like to make a contribution, but I want to throw something out there. And I was going to do it if Angel was on here tonight, but you know what? Who cares? I'm going to do it even if she's not out here.
What you want Ann to cook you something and send it?
Well, I was going to say, when it comes, okay. I would love to donate to your project. And I'm not going to donate $1. You know, I think I can do a little better than that. But I have a charity challenge that I'm involved with, and I want to know if there's a possibility that we could get your star player Angel to take part. But it would take you guys some convincing. Maybe not. She does have a good sense of humor. But it's involved with suicide and depression awareness. And how many of you were involved with the ice bucket challenge when that happened? Oh, of course, Jamie. Jamie's involved with the ice bucket challenge every day. Well, after we lost Robin Williams, one came out for suicide and depression called the Doubtfire Face Challenge. And it involves a pie in the face. And I would love to make a donation to Desperate Souls, or a contribution. Would Angel Bradford be open to doing this for me to do a donation?
I will put a pie in Angel's face for you.
Actually, Magdalena, I'll throw that out to you. You're saying you want to be funny?
Jake can do
Well,
it.
Well, your cat
Well-
sure as hell is.
I am allergic to gluten.
Who said anything about gluten?
Pies. Pies have
We'll get
gluten.
gluten-free whipped cream. We'll
Yeah, you
have
could
Jake do it.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
solution.
if Jake does it, maybe.
Just a pie dish with whipped cream in it. That's all you need. No crust involved.
I
There
love
you go.
I'd be pied, yeah. I think I've been
You
pied
didn't say
before.
you'd be pied.
Yeah, get pied.
You know
There
what?
you go.
We could think about doing this when we're on set.
There
Right.
you go.
Yeah, that's
Well-
very true. I was like, I don't think I can do this from home.
But
I
we
know,
could-
because your cat would want to be in the video.
Yeah, when we're done
Absolutely.
filming some evening,
Well-
we could, I'll just have to buy some whipped cream.
There we go.
Because I thought it would be a good idea, because I've actually had some of my guests on here do this. Sandy Johnson from Halloween, Judith Myers from Halloween did this, and her husband was dressed up as Michael Myers, and yes, he enjoyed doing that to her. Nancy McLaughlin from Jason Lives did it in front of props from the movie, including the big Jason tombstone. And I've had various people in wrestling have done it, and whatnot. And I thought, you know, I would throw this out there, and I'll donate more than $1. I'm not cheap, but I thought I would throw this out there because, you know, is a cause that, well, I know when I interviewed Angel last, I know depression was something that she had dealt with, and she is a very uplifting person, but you never know what people are sheltering, because I've dealt with it tremendously. So I thought I would throw that out there, and yeah, Jamie, if you want to smash a pie in her face, go for it. You know, it sounds like something that you would do regardless of the challenge.
Yeah, and depression and suicide awareness are very important causes for all of us, I think.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, it would be a blast to do it on set. The one location we're filming in, we film in Airbnbs. They have a huge garage, and we can make a mess out there and easily clean it up. So it would be a blast.
There you go. I thought I would throw that out there. I'm going to bring up the Indiegogo for this, because I think that I definitely want to get a Blu-ray because I'm a Blu-ray person. Actually, I've been getting into the the 4K lately, you know, but I have gone on this, and I definitely I think I want to get a Blu-ray for sure. I love this horror romance. And I'm going to assume this is going to be, well, of course, you know, the trailer looks better than Twilight, so
Well, all right, that's a plus. Well done again.
I would hope so. So Angel Bradford, Joe Rosing, Love to Die for Desperate Souls. Love that. So for anybody listening, of course, you know, you got social shout outs for $1 Canadian on here. Of course, I'm Canadian, so there you go. You get your thank you credits, and let me see. Signed script, $33. Okay. Now, how many? Is that just gonna be one script, or you guys got? Oh no, it says 50. Okay, 50. So you guys are gonna have copies of this. Okay.
Yeah, so what we do is we have the cast and crew sign a script, and then it gets delivered to contributors as a PDF file.
Now, will Magdalena's cat sign it too? I am a fan of that cat. I'm sorry.
Get her a little paw print.
Yeah, we'll try.
You got, of course, special thanks. And you have the DVD. I'm a Blu-ray person, so I think I would go Blu-ray for 54. I would do that. Are you guys gonna have a commentary on it?
We'll have behind the scenes, in addition to the film itself and the alternate ending. We haven't talked about doing commentary. I've thought about it. But Steve also is the editor, so we need him to get the film edited, and just, you know, I don't want to pile too much on him. Plus, we have other films planned for later in the year.
Well, just make sure he gets some Cheerios, and I think he'd be good to go. And we got assistant producer. Okay. Even okay, assistant producer's not badly priced either, you know. Special thanks. We have assistant producer bundle. And then we have co-producer, and of course it keeps going up, associate producer. And we on-set Zoom. That would be a hard one for me, because where I work at the hospital, I never know when I'm available. I'm glad we're able to nail this down today. So talk about raising the money. I'm assuming this, you know, the campaign so far is going, it's going not bad, not bad.
Yeah, this is actually the best we've done on Indiegogo for a pre-production campaign. I think it helps to have those scenes from the proof of concept filming that we did, so people can see really, you know, like the level that we're taking it to. We will most likely run a finishing funds campaign also, so that would have the real teaser trailer for the film, you know, based on the entire thing being filmed. Usually we do pretty well with that too. But yeah, we need at least $10,000 to cover our expenses.
Well, you know what? I'm going to put in for a Blu-ray. I think that's what I got. Now, will the Blu-rays be signed?
The Blu-rays will include an insert that is a miniature version of the signed poster for the movie.
Oh, okay. Okay. That includes the paw print of Magdalena's cat, right?
We'll do our best.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing this. And like I said, it looks great. It looks like you guys are going to have a lot of stuff to bring to the table. You get a lot of talent behind it. And Steve and And I really appreciate the two of you coming back on here. And I especially want to thank you because you of course approached me for It Happened Somewhere, and I appreciate the fact that you reached out to me for this as well, because a lot of times I reach out to people to have on the show, but uh, once in a while I'll have somebody reach out to me and say, well, you have this person or have this person. I rarely get a group. I've had it before, but rarely. I remember because I was part of 13 Fanboy, I had a group on for that, but it's rare. So I appreciate you bringing us all in. I did get mixed up on the time. I did. I was on here, folks, about half hour earlier, asking Ann where everybody was, and so I know I'm an hour ahead of New York. So
Yeah.
I think I was under the impression you guys were an hour behind me, but I guess that's not the case, is it?
Well, the people in front of you are actually in various time zones. So
Okay.
like, Jamie and Angel live in North Carolina, which is on the East Coast of the US, and then the rest of us are in the Midwest, which is the central time zone.
Well, Ann, I thank you for putting this all together because, like I said, I was actually under the impression you guys were all an hour behind me, but that was my blunder. But you know what? No harm, no foul. We're all on here, and I appreciate the rest of you that I got to meet. Feel free to add me on Facebook if you wish. When this is ready, I'll gladly put it out to you. And this has been a lot of fun. Is there any closing words you guys have got to add? About this project? What your big is there? Like any one thing about the shoot you guys are just anticipating or something, that you can't wait for, or something of that nature,
All of it, really. I can't wait to film all of it. But I'm going to go right back to Magdalena here. She has about 1 minute dialogue towards the beginning of the film, which is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to that.
Magdalena, one little bit of dialogue.
Yeah, it's the monologue Jake mentioned earlier. I don't want to give it away, but it's going to be funny.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, and how about the rest of you? Jamie, is there anything that you're greatly anticipating on this? Because I know you're going to appear on screen. You got some behind the scenes elements you're doing. Is there anything that stands out to you that are like, I can't wait to dive into this element?
Yes. I can't wait till you guys get to see Angel fully finished. All of her. I can't wait. Like, it's so much behind the scenes that I've been working on over here. Like, when I look at my script, there's just so many different elements for the SFX to come together for this, because there's not much of it, but what is there is very cohesive and well done and very deep and meaningful, that you're like, holy crap, are they really going to do that? Yeah, we're going to do it. We want to grab you guys by the heartstrings and rip them out. It's not like anything anybody has seen before. And that was what drug me in so deep to it. I mean, 7 o'clock where I'm at now, and I've probably got 4 hours left that I'm going to work tonight before I stop. So
there you go. So you're telling me that if you're Sam Raimi, then Angel's your Bruce Campbell, and you just abuse her on set like he abuses Bruce Campbell?
no, she's the abuser. Come on now.
Oh, I just remember Sam Raimi saying on a commentary track, every time we film, we just find new things to do with Bruce Campbell's face.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's exciting. I don't want to say too much, but it's exciting. like I said, it's not anything I've ever read in a script before. So I'm excited.
I'm definitely ordering that Blu-ray. Joe, anything that you're really anticipating about this, you know? Because you're one of the 2 leads on the poster.
Honestly, I just kind of wish I can just go and start now. We got another week to wait, and that kind of sucks. It's kind of like, it's kind of like waiting until the last day of school for summer to begin. You just really can't wait to start. You know, you want to say, yeah, I'm going to skip and just start my summer vacation now.
Well, Steve has got to, he's trying to go over budget on the Cheerios, but he's got to get you some Golden Grams. So he needs another week.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
so
Steve, I'm not letting that go.
I know.
yeah, I'm very
Get
demanding.
a picture on set with bowls of Cheerios in front of everybody.
I dare you. And a half-eaten ham sandwich. Joe's like, deja vu. Joe, you don't look like you're anticipating that. Come on. What if Steve took the bite out of it?
Well, then I know who to yell at then. I wish, because I wanted to, I was really pissed when I found out the first time. At least this way, I was more mad because I didn't know who it was. Because I wanted, now I know, like, oh, it was Steve. Okay, well, we know he'll sleep one time today.
Anne, what is your big anticipation? I know everything, yes, but is there one thing that's just like, wow, I can't wait to this part of the film?
One thing that's different about the way we're producing this one is that we actually have a director of photography that is not Steve. So we have a separate person who is going to be on camera. And Steve will also be recording, so we're going to use 2 cameras, but it'll give Steve more of a chance to focus on directing and not have to worry, as much about the actual filming part of it. So I'm excited about that because it's been a goal of ours to get into that situation. And we had John Wesley Norton approach us about him working with us, and he had the availability. And we have a production meeting later tonight to kind of go over some of the last minute details, but I think it's going to just really enhance the overall turnout of the film.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to order the Blu-ray. I'm going to do that because I want to put something towards this project, and I just feel honored that you all took time out of your day, wherever it is you are out there in the world. I'm in Atlantic Canada, so I'm ahead of you all. But I appreciate it so much that you have all taken the time to come on here and chat with me today, and I think the last little sentiment, since Angel's not here, would you all like to give her a little attention and tell her you love her?
Well, of course we do. That goes without saying.
It absolutely goes without saying. We love Angel.
Yeah, I could tell you want to give her a noogie or a wedgie, don't you, Jamie?
She has to ride in the car with me for 13 hours. So yeah, I'll get her.
Well, if you guys do the pie challenge, you get the pie her. Yeah, I can tell you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, Greg, make sure you send me details about the name of the organization and stuff, and if like there's something special we're supposed to say or whatever, and yeah, we'll make that happen.
Sure. Now, since we're giving Angel a little attention, anything you guys want to say to Angel on here?
You're a slacker.
Didn't come on here tonight.
No,
Anne said she was busy.
She does have a lot going on, so I can't wait to spend time with her. Get this going. Yeah.
She kind of strikes me as that little sister. You just want to pull her pigtails and. But
And that's why this role is so different for her, because she has been typecast as, you know, the cute girl, the things like that. I mean, you know, this is a much more, as she worded it, empowering role for her. And it's beautiful watching her come to her own, you know, into her own on that set. Because when we first walked on that set, she was timid, she was shy, she was the little sister. But by the end of shooting, she had like boss babe attitude, and nobody was going to walk all over her.
Except you.
Except me. Yeah. That's
What about you, Joe? You're sharing top billing with her.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's the youngest of all of us too, and I know she was, like Jamie said, she was quite shy, but she was, you know, very easygoing, got on there, smiley and everything like that. And I know she's busy, and I'm busy too. I mean, I was planning on peeling an orange, but I wanted to make this meeting first. You know, yeah. But
Joe,
no,
I love oranges. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't
no,
hold that against you.
it's great to work with a scene partner that is who she is. You know, easy to get down to earth, not so much like total different personality off screen as like, oh God, you know, can you give me that $5 now, please? You know, she's great.
There you go. Well, Jake and Magdalena, I know that you two have to put up with each other a lot, you know, but talk about what you two have to say about working with. Any last sentiments for Angel?
I've actually never filmed with Angel yet.
Yeah, neither of
Yeah.
us have met her yet.
Yeah, you haven't either. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Angelina, since my cat Skittles is not on here today, look at this. One of my I work at the hospital here in housekeeping.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they got me a mug with my cat on it.
Nice,
I
nice.
got-
Yeah, my roommate has a bunch of mugs with her on it. So
Look at that, he's sitting there staring out the window.
yeah, it's her favorite thing to do.
I love your cat, by the way. He's just stealing your thunder. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm used to it. Even when I do auditions, that's what she does.
I had Nell Campbell on, who was Columbia in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, cool. Hmm.
And she's been on here a couple times. She's in Australia, so that was interesting time zone. Her cat, you could see the tail going across the front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You know. Well, you know what? We are celebrating Desperate Souls. I want to wish all of you the best in filming this. You know, it sounds to me like you got an incredible crew together. There's a lot of you here, Jake, Jamie, Joe, and Mangelina. You're people I met for the first time on here, and I hope it will not be the last. You know, I hope to have you guys on again at some point, and on some future projects. And Anne and Steve, you're always welcome back. I appreciate you having faith in my show to promote, and that feels very complimentary when you approached me and you asked me, and I was like, yes, absolutely. I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time.
Well, you know what? That's not a problem. I will order that Blu-ray. And I didn't look on there. How many more days does the campaign have?
We are down to the wire. We've got 4 days left. So it ends on Friday, the 3rd, just before midnight Pacific time.
Okay. I'll order the Blu-ray. I'll get the Blu-ray. I'm a Blu-ray person.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm a Blu-ray person. There you go.
I asked Anne if it'll be on VHS, and she told me no, which I still have a VHS player.
You know what? I actually got a book here on VHS. I'm going to tell you, I like the whole disc thing for the same reason I prefer CDs over tape. You don't have to rewind them. They don't get chewed up in your machine. But VHSs have kind of made a comeback, you know. There's people out there that collect them, you know, and they're very serious about it. I can't fathom it really. Maybe part of me does, because I have an uncle that used to own a video store in the 80s. So I get it, and yet I don't get it, but I mean, I just started collecting 4K Blu-rays, because I'm thinking next TV I get will be a 4K, and what see what that's all about. And but I never quite got the fascination of people going back to Blu-ray, or not Blu-ray, VHS. But you mentioned you have a VHS player. Just off topic here, is there what movies do you have on VHS?
Well, I don't still have a VHS player. I always had one. I never got rid of it or got it back. And I'm a DVD guy too. But
Oh, are you?
VHS, I got the original Friday 13th. I got oh Jesus, what else? I got some home movies because that's not on DVD yet. You know, um, Oh, I know I got the original Breakdown with Kurt Russell. I actually kind of like that. And
I
there's
saw that in the theater.
Oh, nice. There's some stuff on VHS, believe it or not, that isn't even on DVD yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You know,
yes.
Like, I nobody here connects with me on this issue here, I know, but, I mean, I'm not going to go to A-Track. I'm not, I'm a little above A-Track here.
You know what? My parents, of course, Dad is gone now, but Mom's still around. They still had an 8-track machine.
On
Still
purpose?
sitting there.
On purpose?
So, yeah. But
Okay.
I can see why vinyl is making a comeback, but 8-track, I can't get behind. But
Well, I still got my tube TV too because these big flat pieces of garbage, they break easy. My tube TV had since 1995 still works like a charm since I got in the house. And you can put stuff on top of it, and there ain't going to be any cats. Like I got cats at home too that'll knock over everything, and that's broken. And don't get me on a rant with this here, for God's sakes, you'll be sorry. Moose will knock everything over. I'm actually here at a friend's house to be away from the cat so I can film this. Plus, there's heat here, but there's no internet.
Look at Magdalena, that face she made up there. Magdalena, does your cat terrorize you?
No, she's normally very sweet.
You see, what my cat likes to do? I have a CPAP machine because I have extreme sleep apnea. My cat will jump up on top of me while I sleep, walk up onto my chest, and he'll rub his face against my CPAP machine. And I'm like, Skittles, that's not what that's for. But anyway, I won't get us going too much off topic on cats and VHS. But I want to thank all of you for coming on here today, or tonight, I should say, in terms of me, and allowing me the honor. This has been wonderful, and I wish you guys the best on Desperate Souls, and I hope it. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out fantastic. I think you guys got a good team behind you, and you seem very confident and knowledgeable of what you're doing.
Well, thanks so much. We're looking forward to you seeing it.
Well, you know what? I'm when I get that Blu-ray in the mail, I will do a video, unveiling of it, unboxing of it, and I'll show it off on here. Yeah. And I'll look at it and say, oh, special features, an interview with Magdalena's kitty. Oh. I love beating a joke to death, just like the Cheerios. So there you go.
We can feed her Cheerios.
There you go. A Cheerios eating cat. I like it how he just turned his head too. Like, I know what's being said, but I'm going to try not to look conspicuous. Any other last sentiments before we turn off?
No, just thanks again for all the support. We do really appreciate it.
Well, you're
it was a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you know what? If you guys got any other projects, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to schedule and have you guys all come on and chat about any future project. And and always keep me in mind. And I love the fact you thought of me for this.
Well, we've got more coming later this year, so you'll be hearing from me.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
All right, sounds good, Greg. Thanks again so much.
No problem. God bless every one of you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.